Hi everybody, welcome to simplyscuba. In today's video, I'm going to be taking a closer look at the Aquatics Subframe Mask. So this is a tough dual lens mask, thanks to the metal and the overall design of that frame, which is almost internal because the skirt itself is pretty much over molded over it. Makes it a very strong mask. Incredible glass in it with the ultra clear glass. Let's take a closer look. Okay, so this is how it arrives, in a box inside a plastic bag, which I'm not a huge fan of, but hey, and then a bit of sticky tape, a lot of sticky tape, and then inside you have the box itself. Tough box, you can stack them as well, so if you've got more than one, if part of a family, you can stack them up. It's got a little sort of attachment point. That's more if you're sort of hanging up in a dive center, and yeah, two little latches, and then it hinges open, and then on the inside you have the mask itself. A little bit of literature just telling you about how it's the strongest and most indestructible two-window mask ever, and yeah, just more information about the mask itself. So let's take a closer look. Right, so the mask itself is a twin lens mask, so you have two lenses and then the frame joins in the center. The glass itself, the little T means it's tempered glass, so it's pretty safe, but what you can't see is that this is ultra clear glass. The best way to be able to see it is when you look at the edge of glass. With most like coffee tables and things that have a glass surface, if you look at the very edge of it, it has that kind of green bluish tint to it. Those are imperfections like iron in that glass, whereas with this one you wouldn't see that green tint because it's had all of those impurities removed, which allows for a greater amount of light transmission and a reduction in any sort of color interference. So what you're seeing underwater is a truer representation of what's actually there. Now, this is technically a framed mask. You can see in this red section here, you have this metal X as well, but all the way around it, this black section, this is all the silicone mask skirt. So it's kind of overmolded. It's almost an internal subframe design, but what it is incredibly strong. With most masks, you get a little bit of twist out of them. It's just kind of expected because of the sort of the plastics, but with this one, very little, if any, kind of twist, to the point where Atomic Aquatics have actually given it a lifetime warranty against the frame from breaking. They're so proud of it. Incredibly strong, and again, because it's got that metal section, it just reinforces the overall strength. Decent sized nose pocket on it, and you do have access to it either side. On the side, even though it's a framed mask, the buckle is actually attached onto the skirt, more like a frameless mask, so you do get some bend and some flexibility in that, and if you're sort of folding it down, it folds down flat. You don't have that big bulky hinge mechanism that you get on some masks. The buckles themselves, you only have a single button mechanism, so very easy to use. Traditional ratchet strap, so as you pull on the strap, it tightens it and locks it in position, but then when you push on that button, you can see it just lifts up this little tab, and that releases that mechanism so you can lengthen that strap off. Moving to the back of the strap, pretty traditional, nothing overly fancy here, just a two-part strap that's going to grab onto the back of your head. And then looking at the inside of the mask, if I tidy the strap up, so this has that second internal skirt that most masks have, and this is very soft silicone. It's got a very nice feel to it. Atomic Aquatics are all about the sort of premium materials, so very sort of premium feel to it. Nice finish. A lot of masks you still get that that edge that you can peel off from the mold. This one has been finished very nicely, and yeah, it's going to create a very effective seal all the way around your face to trap the air on the inside and keep the water on the outside. On the inside, you can see it's not too bulky over the sort of the top of your nose between your foreheads. There's a little sort of nut or bolt inside of that. Obviously, don't undo that. That's going to be how the mask is assembled. But yeah, overall, relatively low volume. It's not huge in there, but it's it's not a low volume mask. I probably wouldn't classify it quite, but it's very, very close. Right, so let's review the Subframe. So this is a really nice mask. Who's it for? It's mainly for scuba divers. You could wear this snorkeling, obviously, but it's not really a free diving mask. It's nowhere near the the low volume that you need for free diving. But if you want a mask that will last you forever, then yeah, this is definitely worth considering. Now, I rank masks based on the field of view, the comfort, the extras that come with it, the cost, and then an overall score. So with this one, first of all, the field of view. So I gave it 4 out of 5. It's pretty good. Not the best out there. There are masks that do have wider field of visions that you can see. If you do look out to the side whilst you're wearing the mask, you can see the skirt, but you can with every mask, basically. But overall, it is a good field of view. You can see exactly what's sort of in front of you. There are masks that are better, but there are masks that are a lot worse. As far as comfort, again, 4 out of 5. Good comfort. The silicone is very nice. There are softer skirts. You can get sort of dual silicone that has a much softer skirt, and you can get sort of fancier designs. Doesn't mean it's uncomfortable. It will fit a wide range of face shapes, but all in all, it's a good sort of comfortable mask to be wearing. As far as extras in that frame and the ultra clear glass lenses, it's getting 4 out of 5. The box itself is a fairly average box. You don't get any like replacement straps or sort of anything like that. It's a pretty traditional strap on there. The buckles themselves are nice. So again, it's getting 4 out of 5. The mask itself is nice. The materials are all very good. The glass lenses and that tough frame, I mean, that is a good mask. But those are about all of its sort of main selling points. There are no real sort of extras on top of that. As far as cost, so this sits in the sort of upper middle kind of range of masks. This is kind of before you get into the sort of treated lenses that have AR coatings and UV coatings and all that kind of stuff. But because it has that sort of reinforced frame, the premium materials, it comes at that sort of premium cost. So again, it's getting 4 out of 5 in that, yeah, it's that sort of reassuringly expensive, because you don't want to go too cheap and get a mask that just kind of falls apart. This is a mask that's going to last for a long, long time, and it's definitely worth investing in. So as an overall score, I've given it an 8 out of 10. Solid, strong mask that, yeah, I would be very happy diving with. And yeah, it is a solid mask. It's good looking as well. Comes in different colors. You don't have to get it in this red. But yeah, if you're just after a simple mask, twin lenses, doesn't have fancy lens coatings or treatments or color or anything, that kind of stuff. You just want something with strong, reliable glass that so really gives you a real view of what's in the water. Reassuringly strong as well, because you don't want a mask that someone just sort of nudges and it just falls apart, or you drop it off the bench and it shatters. Very, very tough mask, definitely worth checking out. Okay, so that's the Atomic Aquatics Subframe Mask. A good, strong mask, well put together, really nice materials on it, definitely worth checking out. There's going to be more information on our website, simplyscuba.com. There's going to be a link down in the description below to find that. Thank you for watching, and of course, safe diving.